What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of SGDS, Same Goes, Different Struggle. I am your host, AJ, and I got my brother back with me, CJ. What up with you, bro?
Man, not a damn thing. Just chilling, man. Getting the office trying to get some little work done.
All right, then, man. Before we get started, if you like what you hear, click the like button and subscribe button.
Subscribe to this mother. No,
Nah, man, subscribe, bro, for real,
you
for
gotta
real.
start yelling like what's his name?
Which one?
AK-47, West of the Streets. That nigga so funny, bro.
Man, hey, nigga got too much energy for me, bro. I don't
Bro,
be having
he
that
is
shit
so
no more, dog. I be trying to find that shit. I be like, damn, but I be
bro,
every year I get older, the more calm I get.
bro. Homie is funny.
I don't even know who that is. I gotta check that
Bro,
nigga
you
out.
gotta check out King
It's,
AK-47. That nigga is hilarious.
there's so many of these niggas, bro. I'm gonna be fucked up. They take my TikTok. Damn.
Now, bro, that boy funny. He be like, hit the like button. Hit the goddamn like button. Then he be like, if somebody come on there on the live stream and say something crazy, he be like, block his ass.
Man, these niggas be wildin', dog.
AK-47 funny, bro.
But
Yeah.
nah, bro. So today, bro, I got a few questions for you, bro. I want to see your opinion on this shit, dog. So first, I'm gonna ask you this. I ain't gonna really get into their situation because I don't like getting into people's situation. But as you've been seeing, I know you've been seeing on the internet, and shout out to Travis Hunter for winning the Heisman over the weekend. But I wanted to ask you this, bro. With everything going on in the news with his situation with his girlfriend and being 22, however old he is, I think 21, 22, might be younger than that. What would you advise him in that situation that you might see him going through, even if it's like you don't know the whole situation, just from the inside look? I mean, from the outside looking in, what would you advise him?
Uh, don't worry about what these motherfuckers that don't know nothing about what you got going on. Ignore them damn people. You can tell,
So,
like, you could, people don't know what's, you don't know what's going on with that situation. He looked like he got a cool little chick. She just not, she not used to cameras and shit being around. So, you can tell that she's not somebody who's had spotlight on her. So
mhm.
it makes it a little difficult for her to react. Everybody can't operate when cameras are on. You know what I mean? Um, and I could tell she like even with the whole Heisman thing, like she didn't know how to react. Like some people don't know how to react in those type of
Your camera
situations.
freezing up, bro.
Hold on,
I
I
just
think
letting you
the
know.
internet or something.
Oh,
Hold
you
on, let
good,
me
but I
actually
just
do
letting you know
something.
though.
But yeah, some people don't know how to react in some of those situations, bro. Because they just be like, if you ain't never been around lights, cameras, action. You know what I'm saying? So I can
So
see
let me
her
this,
being a
bro.
little
It's not
hesitant.
even it's not even from the camera point of view. It might be the things she's saying too, though. You feel me? Like it's just like the first thing I guess everybody saying she's saying when she first met him, he wasn't her type. And then I know something the day she said that like he used to take her to parties and sit outside for her, and she'll be out in the party for hours and hours. And it's like I said, I don't know, girl, so I don't care. But like as a father, now if that was my son, we would have to have a long motherfucking talk, and I mean a
Talk about
long
what? Talk
because
about what? What's wrong with what he doing?
I want to make sure I'm gonna always make sure my kids. If you're coming into a situation right of millions and you're talking about marrying this girl, I know if
College,
and
bro.
that ain't. I know what I went through and I know what I went through without being married. I know what you can go through with being married. And if this situation don't fucking work out, so I'm always gonna sit down and have a talk. At the end of the day, it's gonna be their decision. So I don't care.
So what's the purpose of even having the talk?
Because as a father, if I don't have that talk, like that's not how that works to me. Because you gotta have a talk just to give them that option to let them know. That's like saying, why do I even have these talks with them when they do something wrong?
No, that's not.
Yeah, it is, because
See,
you can walk yourself in a situation, bro. Marriage is not a goddamn something that you just play with.
see, this is what people get shit fucked up. First, when you raise your kids for the first 13 years of their life. After that, it's about pure guidance. So him even having that conversation, you don't have that conversation with your son. He has to go through and make mistakes.
I don't agree with that.
You don't have the conversation. You mind your business. It ain't none of your business.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I mean,
because you got to look at it. You're I don't know which view you're pointing at and which view you're looking from, because you're saying that's not your business. But at the same time, bro, that's bullshit. Because if how we're built, how you built your family structure, I don't know how you would build yours. But how mine is, we stay everything that we keep as a family. So everything we handle is as a family, no matter who's in it. It's gonna stay together.
But guess what? You're gonna be alone.
You can't say that, bro.
I know. Listen, bro.
No, you can't.
Let me tell you
because
something.
that's the problem now. That's why so many.
It's not a problem.
It is a problem.
This is the issue. Most people are trying to. They're so worried about the family that they come from and not preparing the family that they trying to create. He's trying to create a family with this young lady. So anybody getting into his business, which I don't think nobody even knows what's really going on between them, which it don't seem like a whole bunch of nothing. It just seems like she's not media trained, so she don't know how to. She's not used to all of this stuff going on at one time, so she's not conducting herself in a so-called manner that everybody wants to see. But I don't see how people are so invested in other people's lives. Like that's the. It's like
once you put your information, once you put now, I once you on the internet, bro, it's off game. Like
I get that, but why are so many people invested? Like, it's a motherfucker who's making a comment about him and his girl, and they dude and they girl are not.
Man,
that's situation.
That's why I be telling people with this situation, like once you put yourself in a situation where you're growing followers and you're growing all this shit comes with it. So at the end of the day, it's a lot that comes with that. It's like it's shit that you want to put out there, you do. If you don't, you got to understand what comes with that.
Right, but yeah, but whatever come with it don't mean that you people have to be so invested in the people that ain't got nothing to do. I can see if you running a channel or something, but if you
the people are the motherfuckers that invest in you,
huh?
People are the people that so invested in them are the motherfuckers that if it wasn't for the people, the motherfucker wouldn't be. If it wasn't for people, a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't be where they at. And matter of fact, nobody would be, because you always need people to get where you at.
Yeah, like, that's not what I'm talking about. You're gonna have fans, you're gonna have people like that, but I'm talking about just the overall investment. This kid played football, man.
And you saying that's not his business. If that was my son, you could ask my kids. They all know. Like, even with my daughter now, like
you see this is the issue. Your kids will never be able to make a decision on their own because you're gonna be so invested in it. So you're gonna be
a lie, because they make decisions. My kids, that's a lie, because my kids are very independent.
Your kids at the end of the day, kids ain't 19, 20 years old yet.
They're not. But raising them to be, you can't. You're saying that they're not
behavior that parents exhibit, such as that. It leads to kids in early adulthood not being able to make confident decisions.
I don't agree with that.
I'm not. It's not about what you agree with. I'm telling you the facts.
It is not. What facts are we going off of? Some numbers off a book? What are we going off of? Because in the situation of
numbers of books, man, it's about
what are we going off of?
What I see on a daily basis of people who cannot make decisions.
But everybody's child and everybody's situation is different, bro.
It's not, man.
It is. You can't say that.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is a funny thing about life. Because people like to say, "Oh man, everybody's situation different." No, it's not.
It is,
No, it's
nigga.
not. I'm gonna tell you why it's not. Because when I look at when I'm sitting down with different cultural people, ethnicity of people, I can sit here and talk about something that my family has going on or somebody else's family has going on. And these people are able to relate to it. Like, damn, that's the same thing that my such and such got going on. So nobody's situation is different. You're just in a different family, but the situation it don't change.
That is not. That's no, dog. You
It don't
trying to make
change.
it seem like no, dog. That is
I'm
crazy.
trying to tell you this is it's a funny thing about life, but I've been
And it's depending on who you're talking to, and everybody's like I said, everybody like that's like comparing me and your situation. It's not the same.
we don't have the same issue.
It's
We don't have the
exactly
same issue. Right.
everybody's
But
situation ain't
listen,
the
listen
same.
what I'm saying. We don't have the same issue. So what I'm telling you is when I'm looking at the issue, that's the same. The outcome is going to be the same when it comes to
That's
family
not
members.
true either. Because I had, and I could speak on this right now. Because my daughter asks me all the time, Dad, you didn't grow up without you grew up without your father. How you grew up to be like this, and everybody else is like this?
Who is everybody else?
So she sees a lot of kids that grow up without their fathers in situations, whatever, and we had these talks about people that we know that grow up without their fathers and that don't turn out to be good parents. So we had these conversations.
So who has she seen as that grew up without
I'm
their
not,
father?
yeah, I'm not going.
That's a
But
grown man now.
that's some family members.
Well,
That's why I say you can't say that 'cause everybody fathering is everybody teaching is different, bro. That's what I mean by that. Just because everybody raised their kids to be just like you got different religions, everybody gonna raise their kids in different situations and different give them different teachings. So everybody's not gonna. That's what I mean by I say it's not gonna always be the same. It can't be because everybody teaching ain't the same.
how old is your oldest child, AJ?
Should be 14 in March.
14. So in about 8 to 6 years, when we rewind back to this conversation and we having this talk again, I'm gonna tell you, hey, refer back to what I told you in episode
Or what about her
22.
making decision?
No, about you inputting your input and enabling them to make a decision.
Bro, it's like this, right?
Watch what I see what I tell you. It's gonna
No,
be
no,
you gonna be like, damn, this nigga, why this nigga always right?
no, because like,
It's okay, bro.
no, listen, they're gonna come like, cause I had this conversation with my mom, cause my mama asked me, she like, why don't they come to me sometime and I'm right here? And I say, I don't know why they're like that, but they come to me about that. Now with my kids, I've raised them to tell me to know this. I'm not gonna always be here. So I raised them to understand that Daddy's not gonna always be here, so I'm not gonna enable you. I mean, I'm not gonna handicap you. So it might not be every decision that they gonna come talk to me about, but like my daughter and me, her said she gonna. At the end of the day, I can't stop her from talking to anybody, but she comes to me for my opinion. That's a different. You know what I mean? People tell me all the time. They be like, "Damn, I wish I had that relationship with my kids," because my kids don't talk to me about nothing. Nothing. A lot of
That's
people
their
don't
fault.
have that relationship. What?
So that's their fault. Your kids don't have a relationship with you. That's
Like
on
I
you.
just said, everybody's teaching is different. It's not the same.
I ain't talking about teaching. I'm talking about you impeding yourself into business that don't concern you.
Yes,
That's what
it
I'm
do.
talking about.
I can't say that, bro.
So
Cause my
whenever your
family, my
whenever your
family, my
kids,
family. If I'm the head of my family, like that's what the black family like to do. They like to break off. My family, I'm not raising my kids to break off. It's a generational thing that I'm building. I see it all the time with families. They have families that build that culture and build that foundation. That's what I'm building. If that's not part of their thing, then that's what they do. They do. But I'm gonna always be there for my kids. And yeah, if I got an opinion, I'm gonna have an opinion. But they also know that at the end of the day, it's gonna be your final decision.
Well, I'll just tell you, if you got a son and you feel like he's making a terrible decision by dating some young lady and not
So you
talking,
telling me Dion not talking to his boys? I know for a fact he talked to his boys about the decision and women and all that shit because he do it all the time in the fucking meetings that he be having with them.
he talked to other kids. He
You don't
already
think
he already done his work with his
you
kids.
don't think he talked to his boys?
He's already done the work with
You're
his
not
kids.
answering the question though. You don't think he talked to his boys?
He don't have to because he's already done the work. He's already put in the
I
years of
promise you,
work
I
with his
bet
children.
I put money on it that he still talked to his boys.
All right.
You don't just stop guiding your kids because they hit a certain age.
I didn't say you stop guiding. I said you raise your kids up to a certain point, and then after that, it's guidance. That's it. Guidance and raising is two totally different things. But he's already set a layer of a foundation for his kids. His kids and watched them their whole life. So some of the stuff, some of these conversations you thinking you got to have, you ain't got to have them because they already got the information. They already picked up on it. They already know how to go about doing it. So you don't have to like, hey son, your boy. They already know.
As a father, I always feel like you want to have them conversations.
You don't, bro. I'm telling you.
You might not have to, but you're going to. That's just a parent instinct.
You don't because they already got the information. You think Dion kids walking around?
Do I believe Dion still talking?
Shit?
Yes, because I still see stuff. Yes, I do. I do believe.
I don't think so, and I'm not even speculating on what their life is about. But I can almost tell you, I can almost guarantee it. And I don't know Dion or his kids from a can of paint, but I can almost guarantee he don't do much talking. And I'm gonna tell you how I know that he don't do much talking.
You crazy as hell. You don't think Dion still talking to his boys?
I said he don't do much talking. You know how I know
much talking? No, you can't. You trying to switch it up because you can't say much.
I've been saying much talking the whole time. I didn't switch nothing up. You the one who keep.
You said he don't have to do no talking.
That's bro. Rewind this clip back, man.
Because you saying much talking, then you trying to switch the words up.
I didn't switch the words. I've been saying the same words the whole time, bro. I know what I'm saying when I'm saying it.
Bro, you saying that he don't have to have this talk. He talked to other kids, but he don't really have to have them talks with his son.
They're gonna get the information when he's having conversations with the team because they're in the building. But him, he's already he's a dad. He's laid down this foundation already. You can tell that his kids understand and they got the mindset already that he has as this adult male when you listen to them talk to him. They even got his mannerisms, his everything down.
I've seen Shador fuck up on some things and his dad still have to get on him, bro. You just don't stop. Like you say much, but you still have to still
I think we have two totally different conversations here. That's what I think we're doing.
Because no, we're not. Because you trying to point it out trying to say, well, I don't know really like what you're trying to say, but what I'm saying is this: no matter what age, it's just like with my mom, bro. I know this stuff, but she's still gonna fucking say it either way. So it's like, but that's just a parent instinct, dog. Like, I say every parent is different, though. So it all depends on how you're raised and what teaching and how that goes down to generation to generation, bro. Some gonna break off and do something else. Some gonna take your teaching. But as a parent, as for me, I'm gonna always be there to guide tell my kids or have these talks with my kids. That's just something I've done. Even if I don't have to, I'm still gonna do it because I know that's what I needed growing up, and they might not even need it. But I know I still had to have them talks. I needed them talks. Maybe I would have made better decisions at the beginning of my career, like in my 20s. Because a lot of times I would just swinging.
I don't know. I didn't. Me and my mama don't have.
I know, bro.
Talks anymore.
I know.
I'm pretty much out here doing my thing. Like me, if anything, I'm having conversations with my mama just about real life type stuff. And it ain't like, hey, you should do this. It's just, hey, this is going on.
Mm.
But I'm not asking parenting. Like I'm not getting parented anymore. That's this. I don't know. This is not. It's not happening. My mom don't give me. I might call and be like, "Hey, how you cook something?" But as far as parenting tips
I
or
mean, but bro, you
parenting
don't,
me or having
man, not to like,
conversation,
but you don't have like kids right now either. So it's like you
I
gonna. I
wouldn't.
mean,
I
and it,
wouldn't take any parenting tips from my mama. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but I wouldn't take.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't do that.
but I'm not saying she. I know, but it's not saying that she wouldn't call you and give it to you.
She's not gonna call me and give it to me.
I mean,
Because look, this let me tell you that and I'm finna
but
make
I
my
will say something. Everybody teaching is
no.
different.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna make my point because my mama's already did what she's done. She don't have to call me and give me parenting tips. You know what I'm saying? She knows like, oh, that boy got a child up there. He taking care of that. She not gonna ever call me and be like, Chris, you need to do this with that baby. Da, da, da. She never gonna do that because she already know now he's taken other people's children and made it. You see what I'm saying? And done this. So she's never gonna do that. Now, maybe with my sister or somebody, probably I don't know. But
Yeah, they got kids.
I'm already been in the foundation. Like I already built a foundation around me to where if I need to take care of business, I'm gonna take care of business. Nobody has to. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Me and my
Had
mom just don't
like
have
had
conversations.
that's not because you keep saying has to. It's not like a has to thing, and I had to learn that with my mind. Like it's just an instinct. Like she's gonna do it regardless. Like and even if I don't want the goddamn shit anyway, she like that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that is just instant, but it just depend on the person. So that's what I'd be saying. It just depend on that. So I don't know, bro. I see your points though, in a way, but I just back to what we were saying with the Travis Hunter thing. I just when you it's not every day that you get into it with like money like that. It's just like with your brother. If he had a girlfriend, you're not gonna jump into it. But I can't even say what you would do. But as if I were my little brother, I would have a conversation with him to make sure his head's in the right place. Because you get in this predicament, say you get married, no prenup, because you so in love, because you think she is, and then y'all break up. It's like now you gotta go through all these legal battles and shit like
So
that.
he gonna do that without you or with you telling him anyway. It don't matter.
That's true. He gonna do it regardless, but I still would want to have that talk.
I had to talk for what? Because they're gonna do it anyway. See, this is what we people are gonna do what they want to do anyway.
Yeah, but it's not a guarantee that he'll go through it if I don't have that talk with him.
Yeah, it is. It is a
It's
guarantee.
not a
Like, look,
guarantee.
okay, first of all,
It's not a guarantee.
I don't think nothing is wrong with Travis Hunter and that young lady. I think they're perfect. Uh,
Maybe I just been damaged too bad in situations then, cause I don't trust nothing.
well, it ain't even about trusting people. Like you got to understand who you're dealing with. See, this is the issue with people. First of all, people on the outside looking in, they don't know what them damn people got going on. And I'm not here to speculate,
Nah, we're not even speculating on that. We just
but what
talking in general.
but from what I've seen and watched, she's not used to what's going on. She it don't look like she's used to like, oh, it's a whole bunch of attention going on here. So when she do make even if she did stand up and yeah, it don't matter if you whichever way she went, she was gonna lose. If she sat there, if she jumped up, been the first person to jump up, it was gonna be like, damn, she too happy. Look at her, she just after him for the money. Now she just sit there and look at her. She ain't even happy for him, man. Get you another woman. You can't win or lose on the internet, bro. You're gonna lose every time. So you can't win on the internet. I mean, so you're gonna lose every time. But she just looked like a young lady who she's not used to the everything that's going on, which is fine. He's used to it. He's been having this. He's been Travis Hunter since he was what sophomore, junior year in high school. So he's used to everything that's going on. But I just think people are paying too much. They're looking too much into that situation. It'll be
All
all
right,
right.
so let's switch it then. Let's switch the subject because I've been meaning to ask you guys about this shit for a minute. Have you been watching? Have you seen them drones, bro?
Yeah, I ain't seen none. I want to see him.
Bro,
I'm gonna shoot at him. Start some
what
shit.
you think, dog? What's up, bro? Like,
I
how do
think
you
it's
feel? Like,
what
what do you
don't
think is going on?
man. You gotta think, man.
I'm listening.
America gotta this. I like getting into these conversations. Very funny.
Nah,
Uh, you,
I'm surprised you ain't hit me because I'm like, bro, what the fuck going on? You ain't hit me. I ain't said nothing about this shit. And I just looking. I'm like, damn,
no, you gotta
what the fuck
understand.
really going on?
America gotta cause chaos in some type of way in order to keep people under control. So, and people gonna say, man, that's conspiracy theory, but you gotta look at it. Every few years, it's something that they use to. They're gonna keep y'all divided and try to keep order into some things. Now you see shit like motherfucking CEOs getting stabbed on the street and shot in the back. The second CEO that's been killed in the last 2 years. So uh,
Has it been just the second? I
yeah,
thought it was
Cash
more.
App CEO and this dude.
I thought it
They
was
just
more. I
got
thought
killed.
at least three. My bad. Then damn, I'm
But
just
so I mean, so some people are kind of waking up and then they're making. I don't agree with anybody killing anybody, but
after you answer that, I want to know why. I just want to, because I forget. Why you think they being killed?
you said why I think they what?
The CEOs are being killed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But you gotta create some type of dysfunction and scare tactics. So now they got these drones in the air. They're gonna try to pretend like they don't know what's going on or whatever. It's gonna be like some type of fake alien invasion type shit. And but you gotta look at it. 9/11 was something that remember Y2K. It was like everybody, the computers are gonna shut down, and and everybody was going out buying. I remember this shit because I was like 11, 12 years old. No, I was like 10.
But did we have
10,
something
10,
like? Nah, we were like 11.
Y2K, 10.
10, okay, 10. Yeah,
So
10. So, but
yeah,
look, before 9/11, did we have something like what they had with the system shutting down it completely? Remember, like just a few months ago with the Delta shit, no, the Microsoft shit, everything was shut down and shit.
that was the Y2K shit. The Y2K
Oh,
thing.
the Y2K was supposed to be the
The,
shutdown.
the that shit happened, right? Everybody computers and shit was supposed to turn off and shit was just supposed to stop working, right? Because
Damn, bro, we were like 10. You remember that part?
yeah, I remember because it was on the news and everybody was going to the grocery store and buying up every fucking all the milk and all that shit, like they do with everything. So when that shit happened, and then you turn around and then boom, they hit you with the 9/11 shit, right a year after. So when they hit you with the 9/11 shit, now they like, oh, we got terrorists in the world in the country. But in reality, that's not true because weapons of mass destruction was never found, and you just got people over there killing people for no fucking reason. Um, so yeah, so you go through these little aspects of things, and if you go through history, Pearl Harbor, and you see what I'm saying, they try to create some type of fear in America, and that's probably what they're doing right now. Well, they're trying to do it, but people ain't paying attention as much.
Let me ask you this though. What if they really don't fucking know?
They do know. You think aircrafts will just be flying over any kind of military base and they ain't shot them down yet, and they don't know what it is? They know what it is. Don't nothing happen in America unless America wants it to happen.
Let me ask you this then. Why New Jersey?
It's military base out there.
It's ain't one. It's military bases a lot of places
Yeah, I won't be surprised if we see them in Alabama soon.
because they see them in Florida, in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where else.
Everywhere where there's a military base, so it's something. It's something
But
up
see,
for
you saying a military base? Are you saying because it's like they saying they're coming out the water?
I don't know nothing about that come out of the water shit.
You don't
And
believe
even
it?
if they are, shit, I mean, it ain't too far fetched. It's not a, you know, it wouldn't be too far. What else they gonna come from? Outer space? We know that's not.
The other part of the other part of that land that's over the wall.
That's possible, but I know they ain't coming from outer space. We know that. That's what So I don't know, man. We'll see what's to happen, what's to come. You just gotta be prepared. If I see one, I'm gonna shoot at it though.
For what?
So I can start some shit. They be like, this the nigga that started the shit right here.
But you know what's so funny though? They telling everybody if you see one, call the police, do this, do that. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are they gonna do? By the time they get here, the motherfucker be gone.
For the men in black to show up and hit me with one of them flash things? Hell
yeah.
Fuck them.
They you forget every fucking thing that you have seen.
I ain't doing that. Nah, fuck that. I'm trying to climb in that motherfucker. What's up? What's going on? But I ain't gonna lie though. I was riding the other day. I was riding home and I seen some weird shit in the sky. And I'm dead serious. I thought it was like a helicopter or something. I was looking.
But what if it's the takeover? What if these motherfuckers come over here to take over? What if it's just?
I mean, they're gonna have a hard time, man. Got a lot of people with guns, man. A hard time taking over.
Hey man, they say they extraterrestrial. They might have some shit.
I mean, who knows? But they're gonna have a hard time, especially with black people. Black people resilient, man. Niggas went through all kind of shit. Niggas resilient, man.
Niggas ain't even paying attention to this shit, dog. Like,
I think that's what it is, though. So that's why you're gonna start seeing a lot of these CEOs and shit get killed, though. Because
that was the question. Why you think they get here?
Because people are starting to understand. They're starting to wake up. Like people are starting to realize, like, okay, we getting fucked by the big man. A lot of people are starting to realize that.
How do we shit?
Tupac told you it's gonna be a matter of time for people gonna keep knocking on that door, and you open the door, and I'm out here hungry, and I see y'all partying, and y'all got champagne and food.
But okay, so but
time for the poor start.
How does killing them change anything?
What you mean? How does killing them change?
Killing the CEOs, how does it change anything?
I don't even think it's about killing the CEO. It's just about initiating change. Like we don't know what the change is gonna be, but you're gonna initiate something. Why do you think all these people building bunkers and shit?
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog.
That stuff starting to make sense now, huh?
Like, I'm gonna be so honest with you, dog. I don't pay attention to why these niggas do shit because I never sometimes I really don't be knowing why these niggas do shit.
No, you don't have to. You just gotta make it. It has to make sense.
Try to make sense of it.
So they told you a long time ago. You ever see that little port? It's like a little photo, and they got all these people at the bottom of it, and they holding up the world, and then,
and
then the little CEO dude at the top, and he eating real good, and they say all the people got to do is just stand up and flip the table over. I think that's what you're seeing right now.
Do you think that's going to create a type of change that'll help?
Oh no, with change comes chaos. So, but with chaos comes, what they say? With chaos comes a utopia, I guess. So something's gonna come out of it, but we don't know what. But yeah, you can start seeing a lot of CEOs.
Bro, this shit don't make it don't be making sense sometimes, dog.
It makes perfect sense. They've been telling you this for years. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The poor will eat the rich. They've been telling you this for years. So when everybody start to wake up and understand what's going on, probably gonna get canceled for saying this type of shit. But yeah, when people start, everybody's kind of waking up and understanding that they're taking. Hold on. You can see it with the last election.
Talking about with everybody voting for Trump and shit.
Yeah, and it was a landslide.
Oh, let me ask you this: did you see a clip of Stephen A. Smith going around talking about the Democrats and the shit that happened on January 6th?
What do you say? I didn't see that.
Fuck, man, I forgot. Nah, man. It was talking about, I guess the Democrats lied about something that happened on January 6th. I guess they had some people down there, they damn self. Some Democrats or some people that was part of the Democrats was part of the January 6th. I don't know, bro. He
Listen, bro. That's not. That's but look, you listen. They told you. This is what they were saying, and this is why I don't like having conversations with idiots, right? Because I had a conversation with this chick one time. She was like, "Donald Trump is gonna put us back in slavery." I was like, "What?"
like that just sounds like she followed the like
she just
that black person, like you gotta vote Democrat no matter what type shit.
Nah, she was worse off than that. Like I know those type of people. Those people are I can rationalize with them. This motherfucker was talking about she didn't went and bought first aid kits and because we're in doom times and all this other kind of goofy ass shit. And I was like,
those type of people, what type of trauma? Oh, no,
it's not trauma, man. It's.
I was gonna ask you, do you think it's like what traumatized would you think that would come from? But you said it's not trauma. So
no, it's not. It's not trauma. These people are just crazy. Like I don't even know how to. You can't even categorize that shit. That shit is people. They so left field. You know. It's just like, what are you talking about? And then some people just don't live in reality.
These phones, dog. These fucking phones.
They just don't like at some point, bro. When here's what I like to ask black people: when do you guys want to stop becoming a victim? Like it's always, oh man, the white man did this, and is this going on?
We use the white man as an excuse of why we fuck.
It's just a victim mentality. But look, listen to this now. Listen, if we, as just a black community, right? Let's just say black community, we spend the most money throughout the year. So if we do that,
they say it's more money in the hood than it is.
Yeah, of course. We spend the most money throughout the year in general. So if we can take that and organize it, we can change life in every black community across the country overnight.
Let me ask you this then. With knowing that, and see, to me, I've heard it so many times, but it's like it don't click. Do you think like that it's being so much negative shit pushed that they get overlooked by that? So it's like people are still not getting it. It's like you see people getting it, but it's only getting it at a slow rate because so much negativity being pushed out and so much things that, because it's like this, bro. We know what can make us get society. You know, like saving your money, investing your money, doing the shit that even though we know it's gonna make money, it's like a slow pace thing. It's a slow thing. And with black people, everything gotta be fast. It's fast money, go get it. This like that. Have we just been trained to believe that, or we just too lazy to sit here and really do the work and educate ourselves on what can really make us financially better in the future? My bad. I know I said a lot.
No, let's just call it what it is, man. Black people just selfish, man. You're selfish. Like people, they make all this money and live life to the fullest, blowing money fast, ball till you fall. All that is. Listen to it. Those are phrases of self-destruction.
Yeah.
All till you fall. What about the people behind you, though? You know what I'm saying? What about your kids, your nephews, your nieces, your grandkids? What about them? Why they gotta? You see what I'm saying? So no. I think that's the issue. Most people they're just selfish, bro. So when
I
you
and I noticed with us, bro, it's like when we first, it's like that's why I say, bro, you like I feel what you're saying. It ain't no excuse because to me, it's too much resources and knowledge for us to know. And we have seen people do the same shit, get money, ball out. You know, like we seen this shit, but people still do us. We as black people still do the same shit. Like we can't happen to us,
yeah.
and that be the part that just I don't get because it's like
The thing is this, you know it.
you know, like you know this shit can you you know this shit, and you
Like
still gonna test it, like.
it ain't even that you're testing it. It's like you just fall for the banana in the tailpipe every time. You know it's a trap door as soon as you walk in the door. You know it's a
Yeah.
trap door on the floor, and you just fall right in it every time. Every time we do it every time. So that's what I say.
You can't even blame nobody. You can't play victim because it's like it's too much information out here not to know.
If you know, then how do you keep falling for the same trick?
That's real. And as black men, we I'm gonna keep that shit real though. We are a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us men are like we're weak mentally.
Well,
And it's like
no sexual discipline.
definitely no
A
discipline.
lot of black men are mentally disturbed, emotionally disturbed.
Bam. That's the
So,
one right there.
you have to. I think this is what I believe. Wholeheartedly believe. I believe that people, if we just strategize, organize, and put it together.
But
Um,
hold up, pause that real quick. Before we do that, we gotta let the hate for the next black person. We gotta let that go. Then, do we work? And as a counselor, let me ask you this: would you rather us work on the getting the hate out before we get the money? Because it seems like when we get the money, all we do is still fucking hate on the next black person.
well, I think the money is already there. It ain't that we got to go get it. The money is there. I think the hate just comes from not understanding people don't understand worth, right? I heard
Yeah,
this dude say in the army. He said, "Man, if this dude house I was going into and I went in there and I killed him and all this other type of stuff, I'm in this dude house, so of course he's up trying to kill me, and you know what I mean. I'm in his house right now, so of course he's mad, he's pissed off. Um, But if we met on a golf course or a basketball court, we would probably go hang out and kick it. I think that's the issue with a lot of the black people when it comes to they just don't want to hang out and kick it. There's always a problem around. Like even when you look at these little kids killing each other in these inner cities with all this drill shit, with that music, and um, most of them kids they knew each other. They were friends.
brother. Shit. What's so funny you say that is my son. We was having a talk. Me and Avon was having a talk the other day, and I was asking him how his first semester was at middle school, and he was just like, "Dad, he like the kids there is just I don't know, bro. Like he just like the kids there, they always fighting, and the stuff he like that, the stuff they be talking about, he just can't believe. Like somebody was talking about it was a pedophile up there that's working up there and stuff. And I know he's not lying because that time I had picked like I was working and I had picked up some of these little teenagers that go to school with them and they knew my daughter. They told me about this shit before anything.
This is a male teacher.
I'm assuming I don't know who it is. It's supposed to be a janitor, and I asked Nala about it, but she said she don't really see him. And I asked him, I was like, bro, you like everything good? He like, yeah, nobody bothers me, but it was like that. It just I don't like it, and I'm just like, damn, bro, that shit affected me so bad because it's like I want to keep them in the like black school area, but to me, it's just like it's not. That's something I'm probably not gonna be able to do. because the environment that's what's being pushed on them and the stuff that they seen, they not with that shit, bro. My kids not even they don't they about their business and they want, you know what I mean? Like they ain't got time for all the goddamn fighting in class, fighting each other, and they don't really vibe with that shit. And to me, bro, like even when I go up there and I see the school, bro, it's like fucking East Side High up in there, bro. Like I promise, it's like watching Lean on Me. Hell, I ain't seen fights.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think the kids are struggling right now, man. I got a plan. I have a whole idea that'll solve all these problems. Um,
What you got work? Was you working on something?
no, I already got it. It's together. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you just got to find somewhere to implement it. I'd rather implement it in like Atlanta.
It's a
Um,
non-profit.
no, not necessarily nonprofit. I think it should be a governmental program, which I think
You
I
really
need.
want to work with the government?
Um, the city government, not the federal government.
Okay.
Uh,
I know
but
more about the federal than I do.
I
Well,
get
I
these.
done with the city. The city.
See, the program is easy. Like you can capture. So I think what let's say this. Let's say this. I think what happens is we aren't able to trust that the DHR programs and all that type of stuff because I really despise DHR to be honest. Um, because it's a lot of people being overworked. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be a good program for which would be defects in Atlanta, but I'm not saying that the program wouldn't work. I just don't think they have enough resources in it for it to work. So
Let
you
me.
have to
What county you trying to do it in?
shit just the Metro Atlanta area anyway, anywhere.
I can see if I can get back in contact with the I don't know, man. That man, I don't even know. He's so hard to get in contact with, but the he's the I don't know what his position is, but I know he's right under the governor for defects. Name is the Benecker. If you need me again, try again, come back in contact with one of them. I can. I still got resources at the defects office, but I think some of them might be in Fulton now, if I ain't mistaken. But if you really serious about it, I could reach out to them again.
Yeah, I think the program is just it'll benefit it'll benefit it'll just benefit every community, not even just black community, but I would start it there. Basically, you create jobs for young mental health professionals. That's one, um, and you'll be able to capture a lot of the crazy shit that go on inside the households before these kids get to 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. You get what I'm saying? So um, you'll be
And what
able
I'll do on my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you'll be able to you'll be able to take we'll be able to deal with certain things in house instead of getting the government involved. Because once the defects or DHR or whatever, once they get involved in some of these families, it's hard for those families to come up out of those situations, right? Because it's hard. You never really see success stories out of that. Sometimes you do, but it just depends. But I think if you added mental health services through the school, um,
I was just about to say that they do have that at my daughter's school. That's the first time I ever seen it this year. I know this year was the first year I've
yeah,
seen it.
but it's probably funded from an outside company though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you might be right.
They
'Cause
need to do it. Yeah, they need to do it. They need to create a a portion of, let's say, Clayton County Public Schools or Fulton County Public Schools or whatever, Atlanta City Schools. They need to create a division like you got what is that, board of education or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They need to create a division where you're hiring young mental health professionals right out of the gate, right? These
Yep.
kids are coming out of college or grad school fresh. Um, Provide a source where they can get their licensure while they're working for the school, and also um, you're doing group instead of doing these dumbass classes. You can identify your kids. You can identify the troubled children throughout the behavior. You see what I'm saying? Those children, troubled children, you create a period for them in doing school, an hour at least.
What
Maybe
talking about like they did on that show The Wire?
nah. You create an hour at least, and they go through group therapy sessions for at least, let's say, 8 to 10 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks or whatever.
Before you go, with group therapy, right? How do you break a kid into doing group therapy and telling his feelings, telling what might be going on with him in front of a whole group of other people?
Because when you're in a group session, you're gonna have this is how this group works, right? You're gonna have somebody in there who is willing to talk. So what happens is when you hear that person speak, they may be going through something the same shit that you're going through at home. So when you hear that person speak, it makes you a lot comfortable enough to say, "Damn, I'm going through that too. Let me talk about my situation." So now the mental health professional that you'll have in that setting can identify what's actually going on with this kid at home or whatever the case may be, and then they can say, "Okay, let's do this." Then they can put in a treatment plan to where this kid, maybe the kid not eating properly at home because mama is working so much. You see what I'm saying? So instead of involving DHR into this family where this kid get pulled out of the home, which is traumatizing enough, right? Um, Instead of having that happen, then now, okay, we have a program where let's work with mom and maybe paying some bills, getting her caught up on bills or helping her get a better job, or you know see what I'm saying? And then that keeps it helps build that family dynamic instead of tearing it down, because once you strip that kid out of the home, that creates another problem. And nine times
I'm
out of 10, once you take the children from the mother is going to go in a downward spiral as well.
Let me ask you this, bro. How
Your father.
that's that sounds like a positive ass thing. Do you think the government even would work with something like that?
Yeah, I think they will. See, I'm all about. I'm a proactive person. I don't like to react to things. You see what I'm saying? So
The only reason I ask because it's what you're building. It sounds like what you're trying to build is some considered like the Black Panthers, and I know what the government did to them. So that's the
I,
reason.
no, I think we far past that. That time period was a time period where uh, it was a racial divide there.
And damn, I meant to say this right. So since we on that subject, you
Mm.
saying you don't think it's like that. What do you think about all the black CEOs that are billionaires that are falling? Because it's like you saying that it's not like that, but it's like everybody, not even just black being like you have so many black. And don't get me wrong, like they fucked up for doing whatever they did if they did it, proven. You know what I mean?
You
But
talking about P Diddy?
not just well in his situation, we could speak on
Freak
that.
ass
But
dude.
now you got Jay-Z in the situation. You know,
I don't think
it,
Jay did that shit, man.
I ain't, but I'm just saying being brought up into a situation where his image is getting tested now. It's like they're trying to destroy those image, like the billionaires. But what I was saying is, I was gonna bring up is, somebody said Dr. Umar was saying that Diddy couldn't get bail, but you got Vince McMahon out here on the same charges, ain't never been locked up.
Oh, well, I mean,
And it only really goes to your point when you're saying it's not really like that no more. And I'm like,
I'm not. I'm talking about, like, come on, bro. You know how you gonna get handled in the courtroom if you're a black man. It's
mm-hmm.
how it is, and you just gotta have the lawyers, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the connections. Like, let's be honest, bro. You think Vince McMahon ain't got no federal connections to where they like, all right, we're gonna let him.
You don't think Diddy got the same one?
No.
I ain't gonna.
You gotta think.
I
Listen, man,
don't know.
listen. This is what people fail to realize. Diddy tried to sue some people saying that they were racist. We just not gonna ignore that fact. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He tried to sue some people who really want his ass. Like, oh, that's what you gonna play that game? Okay. So it's a lot of more factors that play a part into it.
So like,
man,
yeah.
Like he probably did some weird shit. Of course, I'm sure he has. He's a billionaire. You know, motherfuckers get money, they get freaky. But but come on, man. These same people he probably shaking hands with. They Vince McMahon. You got to have them type of connections. I don't think Diddy got them type of connections.
I think he got them, but to your point, he might have fucked them up.
Yeah. I don't think he got them type of connections where he can make a phone call and people can pull strings for him. I'm not saying in the entertainment world, but I'm talking about in the
even pop because you got to remember when he's always been behind doing politics since 2008. Even if he was controlled, bro, they still let that shit go for a long time, dog.
Puppet, man. It's a difference. Listen, there's a difference between you working with me and working for me.
That's real. You can say that again. That's why I say with people taking the money from them, it's different when you taking the money from them than when you coming with your own money at the table.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a difference between you working with me and working for me.
And a lot of us don't.
Vince McMahon, he's worked with these people. Puffy works.
He was a brand ambassador for us. So yeah. So I get what you're saying. Yeah. And I think that might be different with Jay-Z. Jay-Z come in with a partnership deal. But is it really? Ain't it the same thing?
Not necessarily. Jay-Z didn't need the NFL. The NFL needs Jay-Z.
Why you say that? The trans over to the hip hop world?
Just looking at what was happening at the time. Jay-Z didn't need them.
You don't think this helped Jay-Z brand?
I'm not saying it didn't help his brand. What I'm saying is he didn't need them though. Jay-Z was already Jay-Z before the NFL came about.
Yeah, and the NFL, the NFL. So
yeah, but you got to think the whole Black Lives Matter and all that bullshit was going on at the time. Oh, we do have black fans. Most of our players, 75% of our players are black. Okay, we need to figure this out. Oh, we got it. Jay-Z, hey man, what's up, man? Would you like to orchestrate our Super Bowl for us? And yeah, I'll do that. You get what I'm saying? So it's the NFL didn't need they didn't need each other. What Jay-Z didn't need them. I'm sure they put the call in to him, like, hey, okay, yeah, this motherfucker right here. They didn't call Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Shit, but look what they did to Kanye.
What they do to Kanye?
Kanye was a billionaire. They took that shit away from him too.
He wasn't, but that's what I'm saying. He was working for Adidas. He didn't have a partnership with Adidas. He was working for Adidas.
That's right. That's what I kept trying to. I forgot. Yeah.
See, if he would have went in and said, hey, all right, look, we doing this thing 50-50, then they wouldn't have been able to do what they did. Like, let's just cut ties with this fool. Get him out of here. More like 51-49. Let's get rid of this fool. So, but and that's another thing. Like, people got to understand. That's why I say a lot of people don't know they value, because if Kanye was to understand his value, these same clothes that he putting out, the same clothes that he put out, the same shoes that he put out, he could go and find the molds. He could come up with the designs. He could come up with all of this stuff and just put his name on it and just call it something else. He would make 10 times as much as money.
I thought that's what he did during the Super Bowl last year.
I mean, he probably did, but But you already didn't put it
But they
out.
control the. But I think Adidas, like they have the trademark for Yeezy, so it's
That's what
like
I'm saying. That's what you do when you put. You see what I'm saying? When you try to go in and you going in like that. Like, just imagine if LeBron James would have said, "Nah, you know what? I don't want to sign with Nike. I'm just gonna make these LBJs."
let me ask you this: in your program that you're starting, what do you think about putting in like a business class, or like a class where they teaching they're teaching like when getting in a situation like what a Kanye got in, how to understand breaking down your business, setting up your business, LLC, what you need to do. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, you can all that stuff will come. Like, on bro, listen, bro. Business is not as hard as people try to make it seem. Doing business is hard because you got people out there that are really snakes. But being in business is not that hard. Niggas was setting up Fortune 500 companies in the hood in the 80s and the 90s like it was nothing. You see what I'm saying? Doing business is hard because you got people, you always got somebody trying to be a slime ball somewhere. Like, oh yeah, I can, I'm gonna get a little more right here. You see what I'm saying? So doing business is hard, but setting up a business and being a business or entrepreneur is not that hard.
I don't even think I mean setting up the business. It's just setting up your business and having the right paperwork in order. A lot of people set up their business, but they don't even have their paperwork right. They
Yeah, but
don't.
I mean, you got other motherfuckers, so you got lawyers and shit like that. You can pay to do that type of shit. No,
You can't always trust that shit.
you can't.
I
But
seen so
that's
many
the
entertainers say they got robbed.
but that's why you put people in place of those people.
After you ain't got robbed,
No, you put them in place right when it's happening. What
I'm
do
gonna
you
be
think
real with
LeBron
you, bro.
James did?
I think
Hey,
I
you
think
my agent. All right, hey, Paul, follow him around.
I think fuck that. I think I like what Lamar Jackson did with his situation. He had his mom do it or something like that. I think a lot of times we feel like we gotta go hire these people when a lot of this shit you can read up on and research it down. So
You can, but I mean, when you got a motherfucker who's doing it and you put a motherfucker in place to follow them, hey, learn everything he know.
you gotta trust that person too. That person can fucking rob your ass too, bro. It
Not
can happen.
if it's, but this is what I'm saying. You got to keep people around you. That's like my boy Ti said, man. I got my homies out in Hollywood, so I don't feel phony. You got to keep people around you that you know is gonna be straight up and down with you from the jump. Like, if you
You're not
can't,
wrong, but shit, after a while, bro, you've been crossed so many times, you don't even know who to keep around you.
you worrying about being crossed, but you also got to be a good person on the back end too, though. See, people who worry about getting crossed be some fucked up individuals sometimes. You've been doing so much bullshit and shiesty shit. You like shit. I'm trying to make sure ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the game. You can't be a
I
bullshit.
can agree to disagree because at the same time, I know a lot of people that are good people that don't cross people and still get fucked over a lot.
I don't believe that.
Shit, me, I
And
see
they
it.
might not do it. They may not see. People think you gotta. People think you gotta like take something from somebody or say something about somebody to be crossed. It just could be how you treat them.
No, I know,
You
but
treat
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Like, that
That
could be fucked up, and they just be like, man,
I
fuck
know
this
people
nigga.
that still got just good hearts. Like they not going, even if you cross them, they not gonna do the same thing to you.
They ain't got to do the same thing. They can just do something a little bit slightly different and fuck you over. I'm at work, man.
I mean, I see your point, but I don't know, bro.
People just gotta, you just gotta be. I try to make it my business to be a good person, but I don't. I trust people to be who they are. And if somebody has always been if they've been a shaky motherfucker, like I'm not gonna have that person around me. But if it's something like my partner LaRue, he's always been a good dude. He's always been straight up 100 with me. My homie Vaughn, he's always been straight up 100 with me. If I need something, I can go to him. They need something, come to me. Is we always had this type of relationship. So it don't matter if I got $0 in my pocket or $1,000,000 in my pocket. I can trust that this, if I take this to my partner, he's gonna make sure my best interest at heart because we have a relationship far surpassed.
I feel you on that, but I can say this, bro. Once things change for you in your life, you might level up. Jealousy come with that,
But see,
and
that's
you
what I'm saying, and that's what I mean by that. Like that you seen the jealousy in somebody before. You should be able to see it before you even leveled up. It's always been there.
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like the homies that I keep around, there's no everybody want to see everybody win.
But if y'all are at the same level, it is easier to do that. You
Not,
feel
but
me?
well, we not all at the same level though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like all of us is not at the same level. So these dudes, they in their 40s. They making way more money than I'm making at the time. So at this point in time right now. So it ain't even about a level, and we're not even looking at it like that. Like, oh, we on the same level. No, it's nothing like that. It's nah. This is my guy. I rock with this guy.
That's
So
how it should be, though.
that's
It
how
should.
it is. That's the type of people you got to keep around. If you got niggas around that you like, you question it. If you got to sit and question it, man, is this nigga? Do he really like fuck with me for real? If you got to question that, then he don't need to be around. As simple as that. And
Real.
I don't have to question that about any of my homies. Any dude, one because I'm genuine. I'm coming around genuine as hell. I'm gonna be the most genuine nigga ever. So I don't question that about my homies. My homies like my partners I was just with this weekend. I don't question that about them because I know like I'm coming genuine. When they come genuine. I need something, I hit them. Hey, what's up, bro? I need this. Da, da, da. Oh shit, say less. Because and vice versa is gonna happen on my end too.
I've learned on my end, bro. I've learned to just when I do shit, I don't depend on nobody doing shit back. So I look at it like if I'm gonna do something, I'm just doing it because that's who I am as a person or whatever. But you need those type of people around you, though. Like you need those genuine type of people that you know you can count on. Because we all, I think, as a society, sometimes we lost that. Like we depend so much upon this motherfucker, and we care so much about this that we lose. Like I like to see, like you know, what I mean, you out enjoying life. You feel me? I need to
Yeah.
get better doing that shit. Just enjoying life.
And I'm trying to tell you, bro, you got to get around motherfuckers who genuinely give a fuck about your success. And if they don't, you know, like I don't have one partner around me that I think like that I got any indication that like, man, I don't think that nigga really, what I mean, think highly of me and no shit like that. All of my homies, I surround myself around good vibes, good energy all the time. Even my home girls though, the women that I surround myself around, they all want to. It's like, nah, Huff, we want to see you succeed, like because they know what shit. If I succeed, if I'm taking it to this next level, shit, they coming along with me because these are the people that I trust. These are the people that I put more time invested into.
Yeah.
I don't. If I feel like you got a ulterior motive, I no reason for me to be around you because it don't make sense.
Nah, that's real.
So that's why I keep my homies, man. My boy Rue, Vaughn, Jalen, Kamani, Ethan, like all of my guys. John, like I try to make sure that for real, like all of these cats, and these people not even in the same friend groups. You know what I'm saying? Like my older cats, they over here, younger cats over here. If we do come together as a collective, it's because of me. you know what I mean? We come in and you know what I mean? And I just try to keep these people around me because I know like if something is to happen, it's like, oh, okay. I need like my boy Jalen. Hey, little bro up here, he need a job. Say let's bring him up here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that. I call Rue, hey, I need X, Y, and Z on the counseling tip. Oh, do this. He put me in the game. So uh, my boy Vaughn, like Vaughn, hey, I need a car, man. Hey, all right, shit, do this. Hey, you find an old school car, you get 500 off of it. I'm gonna buy it, give you 500. Like this is the relationship that we got. So it's always a build. These guys want to see me win, and I want to see them win.
And I think that's the start of how you used to start. Like I think good relationship and making good business. We as black people got to start doing good business with each other to make everything back stronger. A lot of times you don't even, but we got to start building those type of relationship where we feel like we can have good people around us and we can do good business too.
Yeah. So I mean, it is. That's correct. You got to have the good people around. Like I know, like this year, what I'm finna put together and what I'm working on and putting out, uh, is gonna be lucrative. It's gonna be very lucrative for all of my homies if they want to partake in it. So you know, we just gotta put a plan together, man. We just gotta take out time to put the plan together. Which right now everybody just kind of working and trying to build what they're trying to build, but it's all gonna come about. It's gonna come about exactly how it's supposed to. But that's why I say like even that's why I be telling you like when me and when I'm in town and me, Quint, Brandon, Elijah, like even them cats, like Quint, man, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my dog. So even with them, like I know it ain't no man, it ain't none of that. They want to see me succeed just as I want to see them succeed. That's why I tell you, like, man, come over here because we doing this. And it ain't even about we doing no business or doing nothing. It's just like, man, we just kicking it. It's genuine love around here. Ain't nobody hating on nobody. Ain't nobody doing none of that. We gonna sit around. We gonna talk junk. We gonna drink a little bit. We gonna talk shit, hang out and kick it. And that's when you develop them bonds and you're like, okay, shit, man, my little boy want to play baseball. Hey, Eli, hey, man, look, I got my son over here, man. He trying to he want to swing that bat, bro. Shit, what you think Eli gonna say? Man, I ain't got time. No, he gonna say, bro, bring him over here. Simple as that. Those are the connections that you need. You need that bond. You need that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you right. I feel like, bro, with you though, bro, you always had that. The fuck? Hold on, my bad, bro. Like you always had that, bro. Like where you could bring everybody together. I can do that, but I ain't that person no more. And I don't know, like if the trauma that I've been through the last 4 years made me like that, where I've seen life different. When especially how I look at people, that it's kind of hard for me to even come around now, cause I don't know, bro. I'm just really a loner now,
Man, you put yourself in a box, bro.
and you might not be wrong on that. That's
You
why
gotta
I talk to you. Like I could talk to you about this shit on live, cause I understand that I can accept I can accept who I am, even though I might need work on a lot of things still. You feel me?
you gotta get
And
out
I'm
of that
not
box,
a
bro.
huh?
You gotta get out of that box, bro.
Nah, you might be
I
right.
think I think I think when you decide to make that decision, step out of that comfort zone that you in, uh shit, everything that you want to do and what you got going on, that shit gonna take off tenfold because then you can put yourself in you gonna put yourself in different rooms, you're gonna put yourself in different spaces, you're gonna put yourself down around different people that ain't looking for nothing from you. It's all
But you
about
know
just
what's so crazy though? It's easier for me to do that with strangers than it is the people that I have been around before.
But that's what I'm saying. Even then, let's just say I come in town and shit, everybody just link up. You're gonna put yourself around strangers because they gonna bring some people that you don't know. They gonna bring some people that I don't know. It's just how it happened. Like the Christmas party just had this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near everybody except for the core 4 people that was in the room, 5 people, me, Ethan, Kamani, Jalen, and Pharrell. Everybody else there was meeting for the first time. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how it's gonna happen. It's just the build up because we all, us 5, it was what 15, 16 people in the room. Us 5 brought 16 people together that did not know each other from a can of paint, and we had a time. You see what I'm saying? We had a time. So that you gonna start ingratiating yourself into, you gonna meet people. Like you might come and meet me. Say if you came up here, you come and, hey, that's my dog right there. This is my boy AJ. Like, boom, 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 boom. You gonna meet 40 other different people in the room you ain't never seen in your life, and all of these people may have some type of piece of the pie that you may be looking for.
Nah, that's true.
That's why I tell people, like, man, you gotta get out of that comfort zone. Like when people be like, man, I'm an introvert and I like to stay in the house and all that. Man, that shit whack. like fuck that shit. Like get around people, man. You know how many people I just met through, like I might go and meet somebody and then the person that I went to meet, the motherfucker that I got introduced to, I'm closer to them than I am the motherfucker that I went to meet, that I already knew.
Yeah.
So that you know, it just happened that way sometimes. It's like, oh, okay. And it ain't about like people be like, man, I don't want nobody use me. Yes, use me. All of my friends call me. They want to talk. They want to see what I think about certain shit. How should I handle this situation? Use me. Just don't misuse me. Speaking of that, I need to text Ashley because I ain't talking to her about.
I just texted her this morning. Just talked to her this morning. But nah, you right on that. Like I ain't, and she get on me about certain shit too. You know, so you ain't wrong about that shit. Like I said, it's just something I gotta work on. Cause I ain't that nigga no more, bro. Like being around a whole bunch of people in a group, and it don't be nothing like I think something wrong gonna happen. It's just I don't know what it is now. It's just me being around a lot of people. I don't know. It just drained my own energy.
Nah, man, you gotta get out of that mindset, brother. You gotta come for like, okay, this shit right here is gonna be beneficial. How am I gonna gain from this?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get in the room, shit, you start meeting people. Like I know so many people, man. Sometimes I be seeing people that be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Because I don't even know who the fuck they is. But I didn't met them, you know what I'm saying, the time before. And I was like, damn, I don't even remember them. But and sometimes I just be like, yeah, where I remember you from? Oh, okay, so all right, yeah, cool. And you know, go from there.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you get up out of here, man. Let me get ready for these kids, dog.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Hey man, just take my advice, brother. I'm trying to tell you, man. People listen to me, that shit start going places, man.
Man,
To the moon and back, man.
I'm gonna hit your ass up, dog.
All right, boss.
All right, King.
Yeah.